matter. Gyrocopters don't matter. Just get artillery entrenchment.
Yes. Yes, for Slayer King.
Go, go, go. Have you ever tried a Total War Challenge campaign? It's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, yeah. I've done. I've never actually finished one because the only ones that I've tried have been Skarsnik. I made it 100 and something turns as Skarsnik in a Total War Challenge. That's my record currently is like 110 turns or something like that. It's fighting overrun.
Let's just be about this.
It's fun though. It's rough.
The throng is mustered.
Why does everyone pick Skarsnik for the damn challenge? Because Skarsnik is the hardest faction to win with in that challenge.
My anger.
It's a challenge sort of thing. People want to do the hard thing, which is why I did it, or why I was doing it. Like, if you're experienced at the game, you want to pick the hardest thing to do, right? It's where you... So the Total War Challenge is where you declare war on everybody that you come in contact with instantly. Like, I mean, sure, you could do the Total War Challenge with a faction that is much easier to win with, but then it's obviously not as rewarding, right?
Summon me if you dare.
Moron.
Moron!
Let us begin.
Yeah, no peace and diplomacy either. Yeah, no peace, only war. I need to go up here and raid this settlement, Zoshnik.
Yes.
That's another grudge.
It's as good as done.
Go.
Onward. The axe thirsts for war. What?
The Empire would be a nightmare. Hey, Elish just finished a Empire Total War Challenge campaign. And yeah, it looked rough, but he did it. Empire is a common pick for that. I mean, Elish is very, very good at the Empire in general. Like, he's very good at Total War. Period. But he's also very good at the Empire in Warhammer, so. Alright, let's go get these guys. I'd play the Empire just because of the no peace, only war voice line. That's fair. No peace, only war! But yeah, there are a lot of factions that you definitely could win that campaign with. For sure.
War of vengeance.
I'm pretty sure there's also nobody out there that plays this game that has actually beaten a Total War Skarsnik campaign either. I don't think there's a single person out there that's actually won that campaign yet. So, that's another reason why people pick it, is because if you win it, then you're the only person to ever complete that campaign. I mean, maybe there's some person out there that doesn't, like, stream or talk to anybody that maybe they've beaten it, but do it. Do it! Be the one. You're the chosen one! I've tried before, but 100 turns is the longest I've made. Damn, that card for the vampire girl looks amazing. Elish is one in Total War Warhammer 1, but it cost him 10 years of his life.
Ready.
On!
Players. Stay as wood.
Go, go, go!
War of vengeance. For the Garrisons!
Charge!
They have wronged us! We have scores to settle! Grimnir, I order thee! That'll do!
Alright, let's see. Let's hit the cap of that.
Rah!
Rah!
Lord! Fight! What happened?
You guys, come here. These frick ghouls. Once this wears off, we'll pull the next rune of defense. After that, the command was made. No more Scar Stick, never again.
Killers! Right? Yes, they! They have wronged us! Very well! Flyers! Killers! For the ancestors! Killers!
You can't break morale if you're berserk. Right?
War machine ready! Moving out! Slayers! Kazook! Yes! Kazook!
Kazook!
Slayers! Brainiacs!
This needs to go. Potentially doing more damage to my own guys right now.
Kill the orc splitters!
Scooch goes up.
Muster the throng!
Let's go!
Kill orcs!
The secret to beating those is being completely full of spite. That's me on a
Kill the orc splitters!
like regular day essentially, so it works out. Oh, these slayers are just dead. Rip those slayers.
Obey me! Kazook!
I won many a fight just off the back of being really pissed off at the computer. Just refusing to lose.
Scarf! It's an order! For the Karak Corps! By the Lea's will! The Lea's blessing on us!
Oh,
Slayers! Dwarf, ready axes! It is a reckoning!
that.
The clans unite!
You guys up here, so you can start firing.
Attack!
Probably gonna lose some slayers. I actually already have lost some slayers here, but we'll probably lose some more slayers here. It's fine.
Ready to strike! Slayers!
Computer doesn't really have the support. I think this is like all of his armies right now.
Vengeance!
So, legitimately, he doesn't really have like the capability to sustain any of the damage that I'm doing to him right now, so. Like, I can lose troops. It's not that big of a deal for me, because I have like 3 more armies sitting behind this one. I mean, I've got to try to preserve what I can, but, you know,
Ready to serve! For the
I can get pretty jacked up and be totally fine.
Rattle!
At least the Slayers get to obtain their death wish. Exactly.
We will have vengeance!
No problem for them.
We demand blood! Kazook!
Kazook!
Bring them! The clans unite! Cross, rolling white!
Hit these freaking Karen raids. There we go.
Reckoning! For mountain and home!
Got a pretty good angle with my Rangers right now, too. My cannons are getting some pretty good plinks in. So I do have to be careful with my,
Attack the orcs!
Oh, it's... Hey, Vlad. I do have to be careful with
Attack the orcs!
my rune...
The runes are cast!
My rune lord over here. Or rune smith, as it were.
Victory
I'm a
will
rune
be
lord, not
ours.
some smith.
Axes out! The ancestor gods!
Hang on, let's get rid of this frickin' corpse cart. That thing's annoying.
Lord!
Pull that.
Kazook!
Kazook. We'll bring the Rangers up. Get ready to charge in with them.
For the Garrisons Corps!
You're running out of Slayers. Yeah, That's why we have let's back you guys up here. That's why we have Rangers.
Muster the throng! Hey! Get moving! Move!
Alright, Rangers, get in there. Because Rangers are actually pretty damn decent in melee combat, so. We over to that corpse cart? Yeah, I think we did. Let's just fire some cannonballs in the back line here. The ghosty boys with that. Actually, hang on. Does he have? He's got some grave guard left in here, I think, doesn't he? It's like, there we go. Yeah, let's light those grave guard up. You guys. See, this is one of the reasons to get obstinacy on your lords. See, these guys have been shooting pretty much the entire time, and they're still green. Like, a lot of the time, or pretty much all the time, when you have guys firing, they're going to get exhausted from said firing, but if you have obstinacy, take out Vlad's gonna be a pain in the ass. Then, your guys don't get tired while they're shooting. It's pretty dope. Yeah, they have regen, so it's pretty damn solid. I still have a unit of Slayers over here. Killing away.
We will have vengeance.
There we go. Let's pull him back in. Back in and up to here. See if I can take out this frickin' other enemy leader that's over here. Vlad obviously is regenerating hit points like a crazy motherfucker, so kind of want to beat everybody else before him.
Slayers, ready to strike.
Pull that. It's a great guard as well. Yeah, the cannons are doing a lot of work right now. Pull that. Like, what are these cannons up to? 301, 200 and something? Yeah. Freaking shredding.
Charge! Off we go!
Imagine the Slayers with, think of a foundation. What is your wish? A bloody, violent, honorable death. Okay.
No, no.
Yeah, right.
I see command.
They free anyways. Yeah, my Slayers legitimately cost me like 60 gold apiece, so.
Move now! I am the ranking
They're cheap
lord.
as free.
Cannon! They mountains and expect us to
Yeah, see, my cannons have taken like no, nothing to their vigor either. They've been shooting this entire time.
Bring them! Our fire undimmed!
It's bad we log over with 2 organ guns instead. Yeah.
For the High King!
Everybody uses the organ gun though. It is well known that the organ gun is ridiculously overpowered. So.
Aye!
Well, with engineer support, the organ gun is ridiculously overpowered.
Ah, as you command!
This battle would probably be over too if I had flame cannons.
For the ancestors! Azoo! That is minor blood! Aye! We demand blood!
We demand blood. Never made a flame cannon to Warhammer 2. They're good situationally.
Now are you ready?
Depends on what you want them for. Against vampires, they're particularly good.
Lord!
But in most cases, the organ gun is more well-rounded of a unit, so you just buy organ guns because you can use them in every situation as opposed to just most situations. Will you be able to kill Vlad? I should be able to.
Axes out, lads!
Going to speed things up though. I mean, he's regenerating like crazy. He's gonna run out of regeneration eventually though. Then it's gonna be the big rip. Well done. Alright, now he's losing morale as well now, so... Also gonna be a problem for him, clearly. There he goes. Boop. Again, many Slayers died for this victory, but... whatever. He got 13 kills. I'm not even sure what he shot. It gave him 13 kills. Cannon, 273, 343. Some good numbers. Commemorated on a metal album cover. Only 13 kills on the MG. This guy's out of range most of the fight. Just standing up there with the cannons. I mean, he was buffing the cannons, so by proxy he gets some of these kills. You know, it's like being a medic. You don't get kills, but you definitely are a reason why lots of enemies died.
Let us begin.
Let us begin. Alright.
For the wisdom of the land.
Shift on over here.
For battle.
And take this.
Drink. Onward.
Onward. Go.
Aye.
Is that taken? Let's tell him what to shoot. I always try to tell him to shoot juicy targets, usually 100 plus kills, and then with the rifles. Yeah, though, if they move away from the cannons lose, they lose, obviously, the ability to get buffed through the, well, actually, I mean, this guy's probably too low level up to have that anyways. But normally they would obviously lose ballistic calibrations, because you have to be within range to pull that. And then also, they would lose, extra powder, because it's only a 40-meter effect range for extra powder. It's not global. Calibrations. Yeah, so I could have wheeled the cannons closer, I guess, but the cannons had a really good angle from that hill, so I really didn't want to like move them up.
A nod.
A nod.
By the king's command.
We got. Where are we getting this? We got 6 now. So Zoshnik, taking care of this one. Zavastra, Fort Jakova. Oh no, we're down to 6 from 8. Okay, yeah, never mind. Stragov, Paravan. Oh yeah, that'll be dealt with here shortly.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
Master of Runecraft.
And he's rolling up to Jakova.
It's as good as done.
Just can't get there.
Casting the roots.
Jump over to here, I guess. Kind of over in Osland. Now let's do that. Venerate the ancestors. Get rid of some of this frickin' vampire corruption, shall we? Shall we?
Ready.
He can't make it back anywhere, so we'll just hide him behind the fortification, I guess.
Never.
Never. Did you collect any Warhammer minis at all, 40k or fantasy? No, I never actually got into the tabletop. It was one of those things that had interested me, but all my money at the time was going towards Magic cards, so that was my vice when I had expendable income. And there were more people in the area that played MTG than there were people that played Warhammer, so just never managed to convince myself to spend cash on it. Okay. Spill that, I suppose. 16 turns. the Warhammer world has always like interested me to a certain degree. It's just obviously there's only so much money to go around. Which is why this game is good, because I don't have to pay, I just have to buy it, and then I got a whole bunch of shit to play with. Not the same as tabletop, obviously, but still. See a little bit of that fix. Yeah, get him, Dark Elves, get him. Watch as it causes another frickin' wave of chaos to come spilling out of the chaos waste that I have to deal with. Oh, there goes Warriors Chaos. If you ever want the cheapest starter set, check out First Strike for 40k. It's about 35-ish bucks, and it's Space Marines versus Death Guard. Gotcha. They might have that at the game shop around here. We actually don't have a Games Workshop. God damn it. We don't have a Games Workshop near us, but we do have a couple like Chimera shops, which is like the local game shop, which might still have, probably would still have that kind of thing. I always advise people not to bother with the minis. Honestly, it's too much money sinking. Games Workshop doesn't respect you nor your wallet. I mean, that's true of any minis. Like, seriously. Any of the tabletop mini games just cost so much money. Back when I collected, I just did eBay and junk sales for my models. Right. Yeah. It's a good call, Jarvis. I'll get right on that. Alright. There are Games Workshop stores. I actually saw a Games Workshop store when I was down in South Carolina. It was near the place where a buddy of mine and I would go for breakfast on Sundays. Games Workshop is the biggest offender since they had Monopoly for a long time. I suppose. Yeah, they have a lot that they can get away with there.
Let us begin.
For the wisdom of Valea, we march.
But yeah, there's plenty of people that I've played tabletop with that own lots of miniatures and stuff like that for like Civil War and ships and that kind of crap, and all that stuff's ridiculously expensive. It's too late for me, but at least I try to get a bang for my buck. I mean, as long as you're having fun, right? I mean, it's like your money is worth it if you're actually like enjoying it, you know.
Time for a
Obviously, you're gonna try to do your best to not get screwed over, but you know.
My anger burns bright for the ancestor gods.
Sunk way too much time and money on that. They changed the age of the figure, aligners of the figures, rewrote the rules, so we had to buy new codexes and rules. The image was bad, and paint didn't even adhere to well on it. Oof. That's true, yeah. Enough luck, yeah, they'll become collector's items. There's actually a lot of Magic cards that are slipping towards that kind of a collector level now that were not before, because there's just a bunch of cards that were not taken care of well enough and are falling apart, so it's hard to actually find like even like revised and stuff like that.
The throng is mustered. Yes.
Alright, what do we got going on down here?
Ah, it's a giant battle.
Okay.
Got them.
Frickin' Paravon, man. Down to 3 grudges.
I grow restless.
Of course, they took out the frickin' tree, which means I gotta take attrition damage for walking through Athel Lauren.
Wrong moves.
Not a lot, though. Alright. Yeah, we're taking, like, no damage here. What am I... Not sure what I have that's making it so I'm, like, taking no attrition damage from this. Huh. Like, all my guys have bloodlust for standing around in freaking vampiric corruption for so long. Rip. Bunch of bloodlusted dwarves running around. I mean, we're slayers, so I guess that makes sense. We weren't bloodlusted in the first place? Alright. I'm actually trying my hand at contrast paint tonight. I've heard good things, so hopefully I don't fuck it up. Best of luck to you. May you not fuck it up.
What? The axe thirsts for war.
Okay, so let's swing up to Zoshnik now, because that's another grudge, I think. Like 2 guys that are here. Take them out. Grab it. Whole country secured. Grudge removed. Okay. So that. What do we have for grudges left? Zavastra and Fort Stragov. So we gotta get Zavastra back.
It is time.
We should be able to do the turn. And Stragov, which we should be able to do again here fairly shortly. Okay, cool. Games Workshop seems to respect the players now, from what I know, but still not their wallets. Well, at least they've gotten a little bit better. But, yeah.
For the wisdom of
Alright.
Valea.
Let's take this shit, shall we? Well, I mean, that happened. When did that actually happen at this point? Age of Sigmar has been out for a while, hasn't it? One of the reasons it's so expensive is it's actually made in the UK instead of mass-produced by children in Asia. I mean, that does help.
Our fire undimmed.
I mean, I'm okay with that aspect,
Prayers.
obviously, if that is indeed the case.
Runesmith.
Ah. It's not like the UK is an industrial juggernaut, so there's that.
Bring death on them. Cannon, the next kill is ours. I'm Gilda.
Not anymore, at least. Gosh damn it.
Lead them and blood.
Oh, jeez. That's actually got a pretty wide arc on it. My gosh.
Understood, Lord.
It's one tower. Crazy wide arc. Okay, we're just gonna speed this up.
Hammer in hand.
Because obviously we're just shooting freaking... Really? The back end of this one Slayer unit? God damn it. There we go. Instantly moves the guys off the tower because it doesn't care anymore. 88%, 88%. I mean, some of the stuff is still a bit on the unreasonable side with pricing, but it's better now with the many starter boxes and so on. But yeah, Games Workshop doing Age of Sigmar was terrible, and the 6th, 7th editions of 40k were more or less a joke. abusing other colonies and former colonies for the heavy lifting is an old steamed UK tradition. Yeah, usually, even like MTG's the same way. Like the starter stuff is actually pretty good. Like you get a good deck, or a competitive deck, or a couple of them oftentimes, whether like themed or whatever, and then you can, I think it just allows you to kick off just playing, you know. It's frickin' singles. Whoops.
Vengeance!
So when you start buying cards, like individual cards, is when it starts getting ridiculous, honestly. Which, if you try to build a specific deck or something like that, you have to do, essentially, so... Yeah. Just throw goblins around, it works against meta decks most of the time. It's true, there are some really cheap stuff, decks that actually are very competitive, even at the highest level. But there are also just some absolutely freaking ridiculous combinations now. It's just silliness. Like that one that you can kick out like 16 like points of trample damage on turn 2 or something like that. It's like, okay, cool. And that's like a current, that's like in the meta currently. It's not even like an old like Power 9 thing. Best thing about Warhammer starter sets right now is they come with 2 forces, Ultramarines and Death Guard, and the no Fear and Dark Imperium ones come with a very solid amount of each. Actually, with the Dark Imperium starter set, Death Guard get a battalion detachment out of the box. Yeah, there's some freak dumb shit right now, to be sure. Oh, you're an MTG group on Discord? Ah, so you know all about it then.
Stay as one! Kazook! Move to attack! Scoff! Slayers!
Get in there, guys.
Kazook! Relentless and free!
I obviously don't know everything about it because I haven't played MTG in a serious way in a long time, but I still pay like minor attention to what's going on. Never played MTG seriously. I've only played with friends. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good game for that, honestly. In a lot of ways, it's better that way. Unless your friends are assholes. In which case, I guess, whatever. Then you have different problems.
Going! Attack! Baby! Slay the old breakers! Come at them!
I was throwing out what's ranked, then I see it and think how. Decent retailer a few miles away and a Games Workshop store within distance if I had to get something that wasn't taste near me. Gotcha.
The clans unite! Move!
Yeah, I imagine there's a Games Workshop in like
The runes flow!
Milwaukee or something like that. Well, I can almost guarantee it, so within a couple hours of me, but
Yes, Lord! Kill Orcs!
not close enough for me to just like casually go there.
I know!
Let's finish these guys off. Oh, hello, enemy Cav. What? Why are you here? Random. Decided not to engage until now. Okay, then. I didn't even know that he had Cav, because they were just all hanging back. I will be honest and say the reason why back in the days we collected minis was because there were no video games providing us with the experience of the game we wished for. Now with Total War Warhammer before that with Dawn of War, there is not really much more in need. Total War in particular, for all its flaws, delivers exactly what we wanted back in the days. Yeah, board gaming does offer like its own unique experience though. Like the whole like beer and pretzels aspect of it, like hanging out with people and that kind of thing. Where Total War can offer you the ability to play with your toys a lot easier in a lot of cases, because it's just all, you just have a bunch of stuff that's right there, you know, you don't gotta buy it, it's just presented to you. And there's an opponent to play against because the computer exists. Like the whole actually playing people on a tabletop is certainly enjoyable in its own regard, because it's a different experience
Let us settle
in of
this.
its own. Like I do both. I still play tabletop games as well as video games because they're just different. Buddy OG mine actually made it to top 8 at a GP. Oh, well done. And it's dead.
Summon me
Alright.
if you
So
dare.
we got some Astra now. Good.
To war.
To war. So I think that brings us down to like 1 grudge or something, doesn't it? There's a loot. Yeah, we got 1 grudge left. What is it? Port Stragov. And our severity has dropped significantly, but not below 9, which we need to have it below 9 for that. Then we just need to get the Giant Home Mountains. We just need to go up here and get this shit. Haven't played the tournament scene for like 3 or 4 years. Just get back into it now.
Armed and ready.
Armed and ready.
For the wisdom of Valea.
Alright. Goodness gracious, sneezing. There are no archers, skinks in Warhammer Total War. They need to be added.
Time for
They'll probably get added eventually. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that, like, this guy has not become a grudge yet, considering he burned down the Oak of Ages. Pretty shocking that hasn't gotten added to the book. Buy magnets for expensive models and make sure they can swap between weapons. It's a lot more cost effective. Makes sense. MTG in person rather than the internet, rub it in their face personally. Freaking dork elves sailing up and down my coastline. As long as it's just black arcs, though, I really don't care, because the computer never, like, builds armies off of the black arcs to come and get you, so. Don't gotta worry about them. They'll just sail up and down my coastline like assholes, and that'll be it. Like you do. God damn it. Get off my glade, you! He's got freaking minos. A lot of raiders. Alright, we'll see what we can do here. We will see what we can do. Alright, with how close we are to actually completing this campaign, we're definitely going to complete this tonight before switching over to Morrowind. Which still would be in a little bit of time, but even if we go a little bit long, I'm certainly finishing this up tonight. At least all my guys have shields, so that's nice.
For the Karak
Guns are a little bit more annoying to use here because of these weird, like, hills.
Hit them!
Not impossible, just
Wanderers!
a little bit more irritating to try to get angles and stuff with.
We demand
Spread them
blood!
out a little bit.
Ranged firepower ready! Quarterlets!
Go.
Longbeards!
Longbeards here.
For the ancestors!
Here.
Longbeards.
Kind of checkerboard a little bit here so we don't get
Clans unite!
run over.
Come together, lads!
Super hardcore. Let's put him on this flank. Walk around, shoot him in the back. Yeah, I probably will. And probably will be what I end up doing overall. But I'd like to shoot some of these minos before they get up close. Obviously.
By our whiskers.
Ready! Anu! Kazoo!
If I can. Well, they're coming this way, so I guess should be able to pop them a few times. Got minos coming up that way too. Let's swing you guys. Point that way.
Yes.
Let's put you guys on top of this hill.
Nothing can stop us! Range far, range fast!
Move you guys over slightly.
Go! Kazoo!
Push you guys up there.
Yes! Wanderers! Kazook! Yes! Nothing can
Shoot
stop
the Minotaurs!
us.
Shoot them!
Quarterlets! We demand blood! Fire on the foe!
There we go. Pretty good damage on those minos.
So many grudges. Longbeards!
Yeah, right. Ugh. At least we have charge defense against all, so. You guys turn and shoot at that, please. So some of those minos are going down. Here, you guys get in there. That guy's just running the gauntlet here and going into my freaking range units. Alright, so those minos are screwed up. Try to swing some of these guys up this way. Just keep backing you guys up. Ooh, geez, hello.
We'll guard it.
Guys are losing your fucking minds.
Move to attack. Come on.
What do we do up on top of this hill? Not awful, not great.
Move now.
So many freaking arrows coming in on me, it's ridiculous.
Zah! Pump those woven legs.
There we go.
Right.
Can't really like change targets though because like
Let us bleed for the clan.
so much we gotta kill these Minotaurs as well. We can't just let them do their thing. And this guy is running around our backfield, dicking our stuff up. Unfortunately, I can't really do much about that either.
Shoot the Waddox! War of vengeance!
Yeah. I think he just has too many ranged units for us to deal with. And the computer is not suffering the accuracy penalty for these guys. Because it's the computer on Legendary, so.
Vengeance! Begin! Axes out, lads!
Accuracy is totally okay.
Quarterlets! Move now! Withdraw! Pursuit! Vengeance! The Dawi are ready!
Alright, well, we'll do our best here. Try to clear out some of these guys on the backside, but freaking Minotaurs coming down on us.
Go!
Hey, Toaster.
Wanderers! Towards to me! Dawi missiles!
Shoot like this.
Kill
These last four here potentially
Pull out!
before they charge us. About to find out. Nope. Sure can't.
Move! Wanderers! Kill them!
Try to get you guys disengaged, I guess, as best we can. Some of these guys rallied, so I'll try to pull them back up. Of course, my ranger is just getting trounced by this dude running around in the backfield that I also just can't do anything about. I have no unit. I don't have enough units to like catch all these bastards, and now he's gonna charge me with these guys that are retreating as well. Sweet. Oh, there we go. Got him. That's 2 units of Minotaurs down at least. It's 2 out of the 3. Could be worse. Ow. Everybody is starting to run. Yeah, that's it. Alright, it's fine. Starting a new job today? What are you doing? Yeah, first days are always a little bit nerve-wracking because you don't know what to expect, but you'll get into the groove soon enough. Hopefully whoever's training you does a good job. One more volley of justice. Yeah, at least we got that last volley off. Oh, these guys retreated. Damn. Alright, well, we wiped those guys out and those guys ran away, I guess, but it's whatever. Ungrim's on the way down, so it's not. These guys are not going to survive. Administration. Gotcha. That'd be a good time. Did you go to school for that, or is that just what you ended up doing? Yeah, hopefully your fellow office workers are nice people. As long as your co-workers are decent, shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. More furs. Let's get some more growth going on here. Let's put some walls, more growth. Straight out jog interview. No special courses required. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, good shit. Well, congratulations on getting the job. And I'm sure you will do great.
For the wisdom of Valea.
Alright, well.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath. I'm not gonna die standing here.
We're coming for you. Freaking Kagu Manseeker. If you're a Manseeker, why are you killing me? Ran out of men to kill, I guess. Or to seek. Maybe that's why he's Manseeker, is because he can't find any. The world is red. It sure is.
For the wisdom of
More than one way.
Lord of Clan Morgrim.
Oh, the Clan Morgrim.
Vengeful Runelord.
Let's go up to Kislev.
Beardling. By the Forge Father.
Let's get that. Go. So now we got Kislev. It gives us Southern Oblast. Long campaign? Well, it is a long campaign, but it is not a long campaign victory that I'm going for because, yeah. It's already 200 or 323 turns. And for the actual like long campaign victory, it'll probably take me another like 100 to 200 turns, so. That throne though.
Summon me if you dare.
Alright, let's
Plan
go
on
up
out.
to here.
Ready.
I answer to Clan.
There we go.
Die, scum! Lord of Clan Morgrim.
Order Fort Stragov, which has all of 2 skeletons and 2 zombies in it, and a bat. Yo, that shit. Oh! What? How did I get the short campaign victory? I didn't own the giant home mountains. Right? Okay, well, we got it. Ha! Interesting. There we go. Alright, so that's another challenge campaign complete. Hell yeah. After much time, right? Much time and much deliberation, we have succeeded in defeating all of our enemies. Oh, just like that. Yeah, so my, I finished that grudge off, I guess, and I was like, bam. I think I should have had to need to take the giant home mountains, but apparently the game didn't care, so I'm just gonna go with that. Or military allies with the mountains? No, because it was owned by the vampires. So I really don't know. That's weird. I had them at one point. Like, I owned them, like, a long time ago, and then they got overrun by chaos, and I just never came back and got them again. So, yeah, I don't know. Weird. Weird, but that's fine. 91 settlements held. Chaos champions. Settlements captured, 146. Factions encountered, 73. 12 factions destroyed. 9 current wars. War decks, 62. Most wars, 12. Most trade agreements, 2. All of 2. Total income, it's 11 mil. Yeah. And our current income was 100,000. Highest income from tax. It's at 8 million. Jeez Louise. Trade was actually pretty lucrative. 96 from raiding. I raided for 1 turn this entire campaign. That was to get rid of one of those grudges. That's pretty funny. How many units did I lose? Alright. Units. Lords recruited 11. Lords killed 353. Lords lost 11. Interesting. Units recruited 494. Units destroyed 6,609 unit cards. And I lost 1,252 overall. But considering my armies were majority slayers, that's almost that's better than a 5-to-1 kill rate with a unit that is like designed to just like freaking headlong it into fights and both destroy itself and the enemy. Maybe you hide with the mountains. The rock can be a dependable ally, I suppose. 552 battles fought, 289 fought personally, and 263 auto-resolved. $224 of those were siege battles. Less than half, actually, siege battles. 1 ambush battle. Freaking 1. I suppose a lot of those were minor settlement battles as well. Total victories, 473. Total defeats, 79. It's a pretty good win-to-loss ratio. It's, again, like a 5-to-1 win-to-loss ratio. $99 hero actions, 25 failed, 74 success. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. I'm curious. I'm just going to hit this real quick. Because I want to take a look at this. Yeah. Obtain control of 5 provinces, including the following. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so actually it's only 5. Well, okay, that explains things. So I had to control 5 of these, and I had 6, so that explains things. Aha! Ha 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 ha. Alright, cool. Cool. Well, that's that done with. So that is the end of the 40 base armor or less Dwarven challenge campaign. Boom. Got her done. Now it can be added to the list.